This is a collective summer haul. We have small brands, pieces I've made myself, which is kind of fun, accessories, shoes, swimwear as well, which I'm really excited to show you. It's currently 30 degrees in London. We've really experienced like insane heat waves at the moment. The heat radiating in this room right now, I'm just gonna try and plow on and get through all of these pieces without passing out. So yeah, we'll see how long I last. Gonna start with two pieces from Rags Redone. Rags Redone is primarily a vintage seller and she also makes her own designs, which is really fun. This is a new piece that is coming out. She is making these insane dead stock upcycled midi skirts. This is such a flattering silhouette. I don't know if the shorts that I wore underneath were like the best shorts to have chosen, but this is the top of the haul for a reason because it is one of my favorite pieces and she's released it at such a good time at the start of summer. I have so many things coming up that I know that this would be perfect for. Then also from Rags Redone is a piece from her vintage collection on her website. She gave me some credit to spend and I picked out this gorgeous bag. If you watched my last outfits of the week, you would have already seen this. It's gorgeous. I'm loving the classic handbag style with the padlock, and the long strap is so ideal. It fits perfectly over my shoulder. I just think it's so fun and just like the perfect summer shade. It's that minty turquoise color. The brand inside just says Vera Pele. Next are two vintage pieces that I found at Brick Lane Vintage Market. They're kind of like a two-piece in my head. I'm going to Glastonbury, as you guys know, and I really wanted to try and find a vintage nightgown or like slip skirt and matching top, and I scoured the Brick Lane Vintage Market. This is an old Topshop top. You know I love vintage Topshop, like it always is so good, and I've never seen this piece before and I would love to know if they did like a matching skirt to it or a dress in this same fabric. It's this lovely really light baby pink color and then the trim is this kind of like an icy baby blue. Look at that, like the colors just complement each other so well. And then I came across this one. This is from, I believe it was like Magpie Vintage. It's this fully sheer mini skirt with the lace trim with the baby pink, so it really ties in with the top. Like I think together they do work, you know. I think they are kind of in a way like a mismatched matching set. It's so floaty and comfortable. This skirt was actually daylight robbery. It cost me 50 quid, but I was at the point in my day of hunting for these pieces where I kind of just like was desperate for anything at this point, and I'd already bought the top, so I went back to buy the skirt and I caved. Then I got home and I realized it had two rips in the side of it, which I've managed to sew on my sewing machine, like a really bad botch job, but hey, it's better than nothing. And it's also funny that I'm going to be wearing this to Glastonbury and like it's gonna rip, it's gonna get muddy anyway, and I just spent 50 quid on it. Whatever. Can't put a price on fun, guys. The joy that these two pieces give me is crazy. Now I want to go straight into swimwear. I can't even wait. I'm gonna start with the two bikinis that I upcycled. The first one you guys have probably seen quite a few times because I actually made this last summer. So last year I saw that Paloma Wool did their mother of pearl bikinis, but I'm not about to drop whatever stupid price was on that when you can literally just make it yourself. So I went on Vinted and I bought an old pillowcase that was covered in the buttons and I just unpicked them and re-sewed them onto the bikini. This one I also just found on Vinted. It's old St. Bernard, which I'm pretty sure is old M&S, and I think the black against the buttons looks so good. It really shines in the light. It feels very ethereal. I've since filled in some holes and now it's like really covered and I just think it's perfect. And so many brands are doing button bikinis in different ways and you really can just do it yourself so easily. Speaking of, I have since made a new button bikini. I'm so obsessed with this one. I bought this from Vinted just to have as its own bikini. The brand is Pink House Mystique. Then bought this bag of multicolored secondhand buttons, also from Vinted. Vinted is literally my best friend at this point. I first thought a navy bikini would be really good and I bought a navy bikini. The seller never sent it. It was also so hard to find secondhand bikinis in my size that were like the right shape that I wanted and weren't new fast fashion kind of like gonna disintegrate in one wear kind of pieces. Then thought, what about like a mint bikini and go like the turquoise route? No one sent their order to me. They all got cancelled. I feel like it was the universe saying you're not making this bikini. And then I remember that I just had this one that I was just gonna keep plain and I just thought, you know what, we're gonna have to put it on this. I've got no other option. And I think it was the right move. Everything happens for a reason because the colors pop so well against this like neutral background and they don't get lost in like a vibrant background. Knee-high swimwear, guys. Knee-high have come out with some new swimwear. They're always my favorite. I love their swimwear and to be honest, normally they're quite skimpy. You know, there's a lot of spillage. The bottoms, I kind of just avoid them because I think there's full spillage with the bottoms for me personally. I feel like this collection this year is way more covering and I will actually be wearing the full pieces. The first one is so funny. It's this music print set. It's got these glittery little music symbols. I can't remember what these are called, but it's so fun. It's so 2010s, old American Apparel, kind of like indie sleaze vibes. And it's got is that a treble clef or am I making that up? It's got one of the symbols on the back and this removable ribbon. The top is so fun. I'm loving the black and white. The striped straps as well. It's such a fun piece. The other bikini by them is hot pink polka dot. Love the polka dot, love the color of this. I love the coverage. It feels kind of cheeky, but also covering at the same time. And I really love the shape of the bottoms and the little straps are just really cute. And it's just such a good bikini set. Talking about covering bikinis, I think this one is a really good one. It's from Pilgrim. They just started to do swimwear and a bit of like apparel, I guess you would say. And they sent this to me. The bottoms are perfect for like a covering bottom. Maybe you're on like a family holiday, you're out in public and you just don't really want to be cheeks out. And the top is really, really nice. The beads are like right on show in the center. I feel like it really is a good family holiday bikini, or you're like on holiday with your partner's family and you want to be like covering, but you also want to be fun. Fruity Booty. They're always going to do it, guys. If you have the money to invest in a good bikini, go to Fruity Booty. They're not cheap, but also I feel like good swimwear is going to last you years and years. I do not regret any of the swimwear I invested in from Fruity Booty or Peachy Den. Like, they've lasted so long. I think this is actually my ideal bikini bottoms because they're pretty covering. Again, I think it's that long band on the waistline, and then the back has got like a big panel. It kind of covers like half of your bum in that way, but I think that means it's even more flattering than having like the whole thing on show. You guys know this top. I've worn this to a festival before. If I'm being honest, I don't think there's much like support. I did flash Ruby at the festival because I was jumping around in this, so I have to be mindful of that. I definitely could not like jump into a pool in this bikini top. I love that the straps are like regular bra straps. I think it makes such a nice shape on the back, and it's nice to have switch up from all of the halter neck bikinis. The last bikini to show you, I feel like I've been talking about bikinis for a long time now, is this secondhand one from Hollister. I bought this when I was trying to find the navy bikini for the button bikini that I made, and I was originally gonna kind of get rid of the top and just keep the bottoms. These are really nice and covering, but they've got the ruching on the bum, which is always so fun and flattering. I'm so glad that I found these. And then the top was the fringe boob tube. This is crazy and it fits so great. It's so comfy. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I bought this and that I have both pieces, because I think without the bottom I may not have bought the top, but it was such a happy accident. Bring back fringe bikinis. I think they're fab. Moving on, we have a pair of shoes. These are from Puma. I love these. They're silver with kind of like a khaki grey detail going on. Such a fun summer shoe. They kind of look like football boots to me, and I'm loving the asymmetric lacing and the tongue. Like, it just looks so good. They've actually given me really bad blisters, so I'm not letting myself wear them until I'm back from the festival, and then I can fully wear them in and wear them all the time. I'm just imagining so many outfits with them, and some socks and like some mini shorts in the summer would be so fun. I think they would also be a really good festival shoe. Right, moving on. This is definitely one of my favorite finds. I have been after a prairie dress for so long. I've done so much trial and error buying dresses on Vinted and none of them working, and I finally stumbled across this one. This is actually unbranded, which is really sad, and I'm gonna message the seller to see if she knows where she got it from, because I would be so curious to know the brand. I'm really scared though that it's gonna be like a fast fashion Shein AliExpress piece. That's just like in the back of my head because there's no tag. I'm like, why is there no tag? But it's this gorgeous white milkmaid prairie dress. This is actually perfect. I like that the shape is quite floaty. It feels nice and unfitted but flattering at the same time, probably because of the neckline. Like, all of that detail with the lace trim is just stunning, and all of the detail on the arms as well. Like, it's actually perfect. I feel like I'm in like a Jane Austen film in my nightdress. Do you know what I mean? Next up, we have a couple graphic tees. I've been really into these at the moment. This one is a vintage Snoopy one that I bought off my friend Ellie when she did a pop-up recently. I love, like, is it called Raglan? I think it is. Think of Snoopy's in sunnies. It just feels very summer appropriate, and I love the colors, and it's that really nice worn in vintage tee that's kind of sheer as well, so I think it's fun to do like some colored bras underneath. This t-shirt was kind of an impulse buy. I did not need another graphic tee, but it's literally got my initial on there, so I was like, I can't not. This is old American Apparel, and I remembered when they did old t-shirts like this with all the different different letters. I just think it feels like you're wearing a name top, but in like a subtle way. And the fabric is everything. It's this really lovely, soft cotton. It's got like a little bit of a stretch to it and just like a really good summer basic to throw on. And I love like the personal touch of the S. The next graphic tee has been upcycled. This is from Maison Repetto, I think is how you say it. I've loved this top for so long, and then Ruby's boyfriend Solly was getting it, and because of the shipping and like the import tax and everything, I was like, right, this is my chance to get it because we can go halves on the shipping. So we both have this top, and I knew I wanted to cut it, but I really wanted to cut off the bottom as well and have everything be a raw hem. And then when I was cutting it, I thought it'd be kind of fun to cut the sleeves as well. I did it to like the edge seam, and I really like the roughness of that. I like that every part of it is frayed and is like rolling up on itself. I think it really works with the shape of this top. I bought this vintage Miu Miu shirt from Ruby, and I paid a pretty penny for this one. I hope it was worth it. I do get a bit funny about the neck, like not the neck, sorry, the chest. Like it's so open, and I've tried to layer different fun bras and it just doesn't really work that well. Maybe I should try layering like a tank top or something under and seeing what that looks like, because I feel like there's a lot of chest going on, but it's really gorgeous. It's literally like a perfect summer loose prairie shirt that you would want like this, and it's made so well and it's really gorgeous. So I'm very grateful to have it in my collection. We have a lot of white in this haul. The next is a pair of trousers from Peachy Den. I still have the tag on these because I was so unsure about them when I bought them. These came out maybe like 4 months ago or something, so it was kind of still winter. Like it definitely didn't feel like I'd be wearing these anytime soon, but I love a good cargo. I really love their Mimi cargos, and I'm loving the little subtle stripe detail going down the leg, and the bottoms also cuff as well, which I think would be really fun around like a ballet flat or a flip flop, and creating that like cinched in at the ankle kind of look. And now that I've like retried them on for this video, I do know that I really like them. Before I just thought I'm not sure about these, but I think it's because I was in like a winter dressing mindset, and now we are in like the height of summer, I guess. It feels like they are actually a really good piece, and I'm really excited to wear these on holiday. I think they'd be really good like traveling trousers. Guys, I'm kind of dying in this heat. Like it's so hot in my room right now. Okay, on to another white piece. I think I found my perfect white summer skirt. No surprise, I got it on Vinted. The brand is Q, and I got it in a size 10. I always find that skirts like this run so that they are high-waisted on you, so I always tend to size up. And I also got the person to measure the waist for me to make sure it fit perfectly low-waisted, and it's actually perfect. Like it is just the perfect skirt. I love the length. The fabric is so nice. It's got like a really subtle, I don't even know what you would call this. I was gonna say pointel. I don't know if it's pointel, but I love skirts like this for the summer. I think they're so practical and they go with everything. More white pieces. This top is from 1X Blue. It's literally still got the tags. It arrived the other day. She sent this to me, and this is part of her new collection. Such a fun top. I'm loving the whole design of it, and it just falls really well. I think it looks so good with a fun bra like I tried it on with. I really love this, and I don't normally wear white for like smart kind of pieces, like going out pieces, so I think this is a fun addition. Now on to another gifted piece, which is kind of crazy. This is from Mulberry. Mulberry sell their pre-loved collection of old Mulberry bags. Old Mulberry bags are just insane, and they reached out to my management to see if I wanted to pick out a bag from the pre-loved collection to take with me to Glastonbury. Guys, this is the Roxanne. She is unreal. This just, wow, the detail on this is crazy. The studs everywhere, the buckles. I love the shape of it. It's kind of giving like an old doctor's bag. It feels a little bit medieval to me as well. It sits so nice on my arm. I'm loving the shape. It's so fun. You can fit so much in here, and it's got like a really fun like fold over flap situation. Like, do you know what I mean about doctor's bag? It kind of gives that. And it's so good that it's pre-loved because it's already worn in. Like the leather is so movable, and everything just feels so much better when it's vintage. And obviously it's made from such high quality materials that it's gonna last so many more years as well, even though it's had like a life before me. But yeah, so grateful for this. So gorgeous. So I think I found a Cuckoo Intimates dupe, but it's like a half flop. I don't really know. I found this from Vinted. It's just a classic white pointel t-shirt. The fabric is so soft. It really does look like the Cuckoo ones, but it's definitely a size too big. I think it is not flattering. I was trying to get away with wearing it in that like oversized way, but something about it just feels off. This is actually a thermal, and so many brands that did thermals were in the pointel print. So that's just a good thing to search for to get Cuckoo dupes. That is the brand. And I found a few other pieces by this brand as well that were really fun. So yeah, it's good to know that it exists. this. Now I have a few DIYs. This is one of my favorite pieces I've DIY'd probably ever. I went to Lido Festival with Gap and I wanted to pick out a grey t-shirt and customize it somehow. I really love little silver studs. You guys know that. I've spoken about this before. And my friend Ellie DIY'd a really similar top a couple weeks ago for another festival. So I asked her what rivets she used and she pointed me in the direction of these that I got from Amazon. I definitely miscalculated I didn't even look at the measurements, guys, if I'm being honest. I kind of eyeballed it and I didn't realize that the bar was going to be so long. So they do kind of like stick out on the underside quite a lot. Like, look at that. But on the front, it's pretty flat and it does make like a bit of a jingle sound when you walk, but it's not that deep. But if I did this again, I would definitely measure it and try and get ones that are really flat so there's like no weird bar hanging out. This was so easy to do. The rivets literally just pop into place with a little bit of pressure, and then I just pinned the sides on the day with different safety pins. My friends helped me pin the back as well. I think it looks good as well with no pinning and just worn loose off the shoulder like that. Such an easy DIY, but the final result is so fun, and yeah, I love this piece. The next thing that I made, I've been talking about this for a while and I'm finally sharing it with you. This is my cute little upcycled doily mini skirt. The original piece of this skirt is from my mum made it. This is such a good summer skirt. I really recommend this. I really wish I had two of these so that I could have one just kept as is. It's such a good basic. Originally, I took loads of doilies last summer and just sewed panels around the skirt and created this like mismatched doily skirt. Didn't end up liking it. Some of the doilies were different colors and it was just getting a bit much. I was trying to be Gina Corriere and I wasn't. I got all of these doilies either from my grandma's house or from Peckham Car Boot. I literally just stole them from my grandma. She'd probably be shook if she saw that I made it into this, but she's dead, so she wouldn't know. Sorry. You know, it's not my cleanest work. There's a lot of frayed hems, but I don't really care. You guys know that with DIYs, like I'd rather just make something than be a perfectionist with it. I like that there's like 3 completely different doilies going on so I can wear the skirt in different ways and it kind of creates a different look. And then everybody thinks you worked harder than you actually did because you just sewed on something that already existed, but everyone thinks you like made a whole new skirt. I had the scrap piece from the one that I did last summer and I originally kept this as its own loose bit of fabric that I just pinned on the side. I wore it over bikinis in the summer. I kind of thought I had another one of them when I didn't, and I've now sewed it to this skirt, but I actually think I'm happy with it. Found this base on Vinted. It's literally just a classic cotton skirt. I believe this is old St. Michael's. Yeah, it's old St. Michael's, shout out. And then I just sewed this scrap of fabric over the top. This was an old tablecloth that was my grandma's, and I really like that I've left it open and let some of it hang. I just think it creates such a nice silhouette. It's definitely not like the cleanest skirt, but I think that makes me think I can wear it to festivals, get it dirty, it can rip, I won't care, and it's just like a fun summer piece to be running around in, and I think it's pretty fun. The next piece is another thing from Vinted. Honestly, me and Vinted in the past like 3 months, I can't get enough. I'm actually addicted. I found this old Abercrombie khaki top. It's got the 3 on the back, but in the try on I wore it back to front, which I really liked. And I love that they've done this white contrast stitch everywhere. It's such a nice detail. And it also just made me think it would be so easy to DIY this and just sew a little fabric number like this into a piece and have like the stitching on show. It's such an easy DIY idea. Another piece from Vinted, I found this old Topshop cami. I did think it was going to be a little bit more sheer than it actually was. I wanted a sheer white cami that I can wear like fun bras under. This is actually a little bit more covering, which is maybe a good thing, to be fair. The ruching is so fun. It really elevates it from being like a regular tank top to something a little bit more special. I think this is my bag of the summer. This is my Songmont bag. This bag is insane. It's so gorgeous. It's brown suede with the little pocket details on the side. There's multiple compartments. It's made so well. It even has a little space for a keyring, which is so up my street. They also sell keyrings, and this is a keyring from Songmont, which is just gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this bag, guys. They sent it to me. I cannot believe it. It's one of my favorite pieces I've ever owned, and it really screams summer to me. I don't know why. I've shown this piece a few times now. It's this rain jacket from Odjos. I found this at Yugu store in London Fields. This is my dream raincoat. I've really been loving raincoats raincoats this year, like fitted cropped ones, but they're still a bit gawpy. Maybe there's some like detail around the neck. This is actually perfect. The drawstring on the neck, it's got 2 zips as well, so you can make it fitted. Everywhere you look, there's detail. There's even a little zip hidden around the shoulder. It's functionable, it's well made, it's comfy. Like, it's actually everything. This is one of my favorite pieces I think I've ever come across. They are based in Korea, so if you're based in London, then you can go to the shop, try it on, avoid the shipping, avoid the imports, and kind of get a feel of the piece. Thank you, Yugu store, for giving me credit to buy that piece, because I just know that's gonna be such a good staple this summer. This is another Vinted find, maybe a bit of an impulse because I did not need this, but I was just getting excited on Vinted, and I found this old Next grey graphic tee. It's so fun. It really shines in the light. I love the subtle V-neck. I think it looks really good off the shoulder, and I think it's just such a good, easy graphic tee, and I'm really glad that I came across it. I can imagine this looking really good at a festival. Yeah, that's me justifying buying another random t-shirt. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is also from Vinted. I bought this old Paul Frank beach bag. It's kind of falling apart. I do not think this is gonna last too long, to be honest. The straps are kind of crumbling already. I'm pretty sure I bought this in like January, and I've been keeping it for summer. Look how fun that is with the Paul Frank face all over it. Love the red, and I've just always been a Paul Frank obsessor, and I would just never not love it. Like, this to me is everything. It's so fun. I think it's great. We do have some pieces from Fruity Booty, guys. First up is the bra that I've been wearing a lot to style with the pieces in this video. This is the Moss bra, I believe. I have this in black. It's such a good bra. It's so flattering on so many chest types. The color is insane. It's this bright turquoise color. It's like the perfect summer piece. A fun, bright colored bra strap is just so great for the summer, and it works with so many pieces that I styled today. I then did get 2 of the Second Skin tops. Guys, these are just brilliant. They're such good staples, especially this summer. In England, it's obviously not going to be hot every day, so these have become really good summer staples for me. They're so slinky. The fabric is incredible. I love the cut-off sleeves. These cannot be faulted. They are so good. Next, I have a couple pieces from the brand Bassarange. Is that how you say it? Bassarange? I'm actually not fully sure. The first thing is this insane lacy bodysuit. Guys, the color of the trim is everything. It really matches sort of with that Fruity Booty bra. It's such a nice flattering cut. It'd be really cool if they made this in a swimsuit and it was obviously lined. That would be really nice. Like, these colors together and like the fabric is just so great. I also have this black halter top from them. I love a halter top. That's my favorite silhouette. I love the open back. The straps are long. I think I might even want to cut them a little bit. Like, it's a bit too much. It's a bit overwhelming. Like, there's just so much to try and tie up and like not get in the way, you know? This is so elegant, and it's going to be such a good going out top, especially on holiday. And I've never heard of this brand before, so yeah, I'm glad I found them and that they reached out and said that to me. We've got another white piece and another white basic. This is from Cotton. Cotton recently opened a shop up in Shoreditch. I think it's really flattering. It's thick. It's made with Egyptian cotton. I think it's thick enough that you don't need a bra with it. I do also like the way it looks with bra straps. I think it's just such a good staple. Another very white, floaty, typical summer piece with this vintage crochet top. I found this in Brick Lane Vintage Market. I'm loving the crochet detail. That's exactly what drew me in. I think it's so sweet, and the little dangly things on the shoulders is so sweet. I love the floatiness. It was just such like an easy summer top, and the type of thing that I would really grab in this heat wave weather, and like when I'm on holiday needing something like loose. This kind of does feel like an impulse buy. It was the day that I was at Brick Lane Vintage Market. I brought this from Vivian's Vintage, my friend's shop at the market. The thing that drew me in was the mother of pearl buttons. I do think it looks kind of good worn with the buttons on the front. That's kind of fun, but obviously it's meant to be worn on the side. I also do love like the puffy shape. It is different to my other white midi skirts like this, but now I have like 3, and I'm like, a girl does not need 3 white summer skirts like this. It's just a bit unnecessary. I don't know. Guys, was this an impulse buy? Maybe. In this heat right now, showing this feels criminal, but I did buy this suede fitted jacket, and I love the shape of it. I love all of the details, the high neck. It's so comfy and like well made and just fitted, and it's just such a great lightweight jacket. I do think in the English summer evenings I will be wearing this jacket. Like, it's not too crazy to have bought it in this season. It also says Vera Pelle on the label, and with that is my summer haul over. Guys, I'm so sweaty, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm kind of dying right now. I need to like get outside and crack a window and like get some fresh air. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you're all doing so well. Subscribe and follow me on my socials, and I will see you in my next video.